Good luck.
Hello, good morning everyone. I'm Iina Juurinen from Hiab, and today I'm going to talk to you about advanced analytics in IoT. So we're going to take a little bit deeper look into IoT from Ian's previous talk. First, a little bit about me, because that's my favorite topic. No, not really. I did a PhD on physics at University of Helsinki. And after my PhD, I joined Hiab as an IT consultant, and I worked in multiple data science, analytics, or IoT projects during my stay there. I joined Hiab about a year ago to work with our IoT projects, and as you can see, I'm more happy indoors than outdoors, and I do drink a lot of coffee. Just in case you're not too familiar with Hiab, Hiab is part of Cargotec, and Hiab is doing hydraulic lifting devices that can be attached to trucks. We have 5 different brands or products, loader cranes under the brand Hiab, forestry crane under the brand Jonsred and Locklift. We have truck-mounted forklifts under the brand Moffett, demountables under the brand Multilift, and then we have tail lifts in 3 different brands. Today I'm going to mainly talk about loader cranes, but we do have IoT for all of our products. And IoT at Hiab, we have a product called HiConnect. And it's really IoT at its core. So we have sensors in our equipment, we send the data from those sensors into cloud, and we offer our customers a web platform to view the information from their machines. There's utilization information, there's service information. But I'm not here today to talk to you about HiConnect in general. I'm here to talk about advanced analytics in IoT and how can you bring in customer value from day one. So typically, when you think about advanced analytics or data science, you start to think about that you're going to have a lot of data. So you're going to need a data scientist, and the data scientist will do some sort of machine learning model or artificial intelligence, and you're going to get a lot of new insights into your data. Well, yes, maybe, but I'm talking about day one, which means that you don't actually have that much data yet. For example, if you think about one of the popular applications of IoT, which is predictive maintenance, if you have equipment like ours that are built to perform, as our slogan says, they don't break that often. Hopefully never. And to get enough data on the usage, on the breakages, that can take up to years to build a model that is truly reliable to predict the failures. So it's clearly not something that will bring value from day one. Another point, if you manage to do a model that can predict something or classify something, then you're stuck with the model. You have a model that predicts something is going to fail, but what then? And that's the key that I want to talk about, the service design that you should start with. You should first think about what do you want to offer to your customers. It is not the data science model, it is something else. For example, in the predictive maintenance case, you might be looking into automated service invites. You might be looking into having spare parts at the service locations when customers come in, or sending out field technicians to the machines prevently. So that's something you're offering. So you need to first figure out that one. The second step is to how to offer it. What channels are you going to use to get your product out or service out? What are the processes there that you need to think about? And the third step is to think about minimum viable product. So what is the least you can do to offer this service? That probably doesn't include artificial intelligence. But anyways, if you get 3 of these ready, you are far more likely to bring in customer value from day one than with the other approach. And to support this, this is sort of an overall view of how analytics project should go like. First, you start with these business questions. What are you planning to offer? Then you need to make sure that your technical choices support this. And then you create content and design for your product. And at that point, it's really important that you go back to your customers to ask, is this really the product they are looking for? And only when your customers are really into it, then you go on and do the first version. You will go back again and again to redo the whole project, to finalize, to get it better all the time. I'm going to walk you through with one of our cases, all of these steps, and we'll see how we did it. Our case is operator performance. So our customers are doing mainly 2 things. They are either delivering something or they are collecting something. They have a truck, and on the truck there's a loader crane. And each truck has one driver, and the driver is both driving the truck as well as operating the crane. And it's really important for our customers how well the drivers are driving and how well they are operating. There's huge savings if they are good at those things, either through work time or then through fuel cost. So there's huge value for them, and they have already used to evaluate and train their drivers on their driving skills, because truck fleet management systems have been offering these services to evaluate the driving skills for a few years now. So our customers are already using that one to evaluate the driving skills. Now we want to bring in the other half, which is the use of the cranes. And it's really important for us, and of course to our customers, how the cranes are used. It's mainly a safety thing, but also it will increase the lifetime of the crane. If you use it properly, it's less likely to break unexpectedly. And we already have a way to connect to our customers through the HiConnect platform. So we can offer this information on the operators through the portal where they can also find the other IoT information. So we have this sort of business idea ready. Next step was to look at the architecture, the technical solution. So we want to show our data in the HiConnect portal. We need to make sure that we also can add the analytics into the environment where HiConnect is. And I think learning from all the mistakes we've been doing, it's really important that we develop the analytics as we would develop any other software. So they are done in a replica of the production environment. And then whenever you do even small incremental improvements into your analytics, you can quickly upgrade that into your product. This enables then you to be fast and agile in your development. So we have our architecture, we have our business idea. The next step was to think about the content in more detail. So we spoke with our customers, we spoke with experts, and we found out use cases of what is good crane use and what is bad crane use. And I can tell you, it was far more easy to find the bad cases because everyone was able to name what you should not do with the crane. But we also wanted to add the positive vibe, the good job feeling to our product, so we wanted to balance this out. We ended up with a really long list of ideas, and then we selected few out of those to be part of our first version. And here's an example of our remote control. So you use that kind of device to operate the crane. And whenever you're not operating the crane, so you're not intending to move it, so you're securing the load or untying it, you should always press the red button, which will lock the keys. And then if you accidentally press those keys, the crane will not move. We have noticed that a lot of our operators neglect to press this button, and we thought that by bringing this really visible into our portal, that will increase the likelihood that they will use this button. And this is a huge safety improvement for them and all the people around them. So having cases like that, we then switched to visual design. This is a really nice point also to evaluate your ideas and sanity check them, because once you see them in visual format, you sort of have to rethink them a little bit. Visual design is also really good for going back to ask for feedback from the customers. We did that one. There were a few points that we changed according to their feedback, but overall, for this product, we got really good feedback from the customers, and we were confident to go on with our development. And that's only when we started to do the analytics. That's when it kicked in. And of course, doing real-time data analytics was a little bit more difficult than we initially thought. But of course, with skilled data scientists, we were able to get them done. As we were developing the algorithms, we also tested everything with real cranes. So we tested each and every of those components individually and checked that the movement of the crane will bring out the data that we were looking for. And this was really eye-opening event for us, because we noticed, for example, for one of our parameters, we got a lot of false alerts. And we noticed that even though we had switched it off, we didn't read the information fast enough. So it seemed like in our algorithms that it was still on, and we got an alert that this is a dangerous situation. So we had to go all the way back to our gateway, or our edge, if you wish, to change the reading speed of that parameter. And once we fixed that one, we got the whole algorithm to function again. So it was really good to go and really look at each individual thing. We also videoed all our tests, so now we have a nice collection of videos of how you should not use your crane. But we did it really safely, so no worries there. So finally, we passed all the tests, everything seemed nice. We are piloting with our customers. This is an example of our French customer, and here one of the drivers has been really good last month. He was able to get 17 stars on efficiency, which is really nice since you can get only 1 star per day. So he's earned those stars almost every day, so good for him. We are planning to do the pilots all through summer, and next fall, both the High Connect as well as this operator performance package will be available to our customers. And what I think is really cool about this is that as soon as we are launching our IoT product, we can also launch this analytics-heavy package with it. So it's there from day one. But of course, it's not the end of it. We have so many plans for future. And of course, first thing is that we're going to get customer feedback from pilots, then from the real customers. We had the long list of ideas. We haven't done all of that yet, so there's lots to do there. Also, as we are connecting more and more of our cranes, we are getting more and more of our data, and which means that we can move to more advanced algorithms, even machine learning, these type of things. One of the ideas there is automatic detection of crane function. So it depends a lot what you're planning to do with the crane, how you should do it. So you can, for example, be installing windows, you can be delivering building material, you can be getting trash, or you could be even digging something. So there's so many different things you can do, and especially the good things you can do depend a lot on what you are doing. So if we are able to detect automatically what the crane is doing, then we can adjust this evaluation of the operators based on what they are doing. So there's a lot of ideas on the data side what we can build up, but I'm sure you're already coming up with a lot of ideas from business side as well. For example, we can target training to the customers that have clearly worse drivers than the others, or we can target those drivers that are not so good. So we can build up our own sort of training program for those. So there's a sort of bright future for operator performance. I'm really looking forward and seeing what this brings to us. And maybe it's already time for my summary. So in the past 20 minutes or 17 minutes to be exact, I've been trying to tell you about advanced analytics in IoT, and by starting with knowing what you want to offer to your customers. It is not the data science model you're offering, it is something else. So start with the service design and follow that with analytics. Make sure that your analytics can fit the systems you're planning to build it in. This is not given, especially if you're using some sort of legacy systems where you need to put the service bookings in and so forth. So make sure you can actually do the analytics. And main point, keep an open mind, because you will definitely learn on the way. And with this, it has been a privilege to talk to you today. And so thank you so much for your attention.